Good morning. Welcome to Wealth Chat. Today is Sunday. Normally I don't do wealth chats on the weekend. I usually take the weekends off. And what I like to do, I woke up this morning just thinking of better ways to serve you and serve this community and serve just people in general. And so, as some of you know, we have a website where we offer classes. And to be honest, before we launched the classes, there was like a great response. People were just like hitting me up on my DMs and calling me and just saying, "Hey, when are you going to start the classes?" Well, the classes are here, but it's been a slow start. And so I believe that it was something that God put on my heart to build. And along with other co-founders of Kingdom Heirs, we produced a website. We tried to just really sit down and just write out all the different ways that life could have been better for us as investors. And so anyway, so I'm just trying to sit down and just, hear from God this morning. Okay, Lord, what's the direction? How can we better serve the community? And so he did give me some ideas and I did write it down. But I just really wanted to come on and really motivate you and inspire you as a leader, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as an investor. Just wanted to encourage you and just really let you know that every phase of your life requires a new you. And what does that mean? Like back in, I want to say 1988, I opened my first beauty salon. And back then, I graduated high school in 82. I went to college, off to college for something that really wasn't my calling or my interest. So that only lasted for a year. And then after that, my dad was like, "Hey, I'm not going to pay for college." So being young and really not knowing where to go, I went back to what I really wanted to do, and that was cosmetology. And so I went to school, got my license, and then I worked for someone for a couple of years, and then I branched out on my own. And so the first time I opened my first business, I was young and I didn't have a whole lot of knowledge. I had no knowledge of a business. But I want to say God was gracious to me, that I learned along the way. But I had so big faith that I knew that I would succeed. I was determined. Some of my friends went off to got a 4-year degree, and that wasn't my story. But my story was, you know what? Without formal education, which I did have formal education because I did go and get my license, I blew up. I was very successful. But I just had a belief that I was going to be successful. I was going to just excel and not be part of the businesses that didn't succeed. And so God was gracious to me and taught me along the way. But now, some years later, I've started several businesses. So that business was Renee's Hair Weaving Studio. I also started R&R Investment Company, and now Kingdom Heirs. So along the way, the same concept. Now, all businesses start with a business plan. And that's the class that I teach. I show you how to write up a business plan that you can take to investors, you can take to the bank, you can definitely get a eagle-eyed view of how your business will be today and also in the future. But all businesses start with a business plan. And so now I'm more formal because, now I have a business degree and so I know how to write up a business plan. And I've also had the experience of starting several businesses. But at the end of the day, each time I started a business, based on my experience, my knowledge, and education, I was able to formulate a business plan that was much more structured and detailed than the first time that I started my business. And so, and each one required a different part of me. And so now that I'm setting up an online business, now that is something different. And every day I'm growing and learning something new. And so over the weekend, just to give you a little behind the scenes, we were trying to do a commercial for you. And so this was our second attempt. The first attempt, getting us all together. We're in different states and different areas. So to get us all together was kind of difficult to do. So we attempted again. So the first time we hired someone to do it for us. The second time we said we'll do it ourselves. Okay. You have to have enough wisdom to know when you need to outsource a job. So that's a job we're going to have to outsource because the only Kingdom Air that memorized their whole line was Jennifer. But the rest of us were reading and trying to look into the camera and looking off. And it was just a mess. So different parts, different things that you do in life. I can even say when I started investing in stocks, and the person I was at the beginning to the person I am today required a different phase. And so I'm more clear on where I'm going, what I want to do, how I want to do it, how to use investments, and whether you guys take the classes or not. I'm taking the classes, and I've learned so much different from Jennifer taking her investment class that, okay, 2021, I'm going to be making some different moves. We had the book club. We invited you all to take the book club, which was the Rich Dad, Poor Dad book, and we completed it. We're getting ready to start a new book, so we'll be releasing a survey in the next couple of days to choose our next book. But what I'm saying is I read it for the second time and walked away with some gems. So 2021 person that's going to invest in real estate, invest in stocks, invest in businesses, that I'm at it's going to require a different phase. I'm at a different level as far as my financial literacy. So the outcome, the rate of return is going to be different than it was when I first started. So just know and just be open to when each phase of life that you enter into is going to require a new you. And so a lot of times people will shut down because they feel that it's requiring more than what they thought. But just know God is not going to give you more than you can bear. And so if you're saying that you want to get from A to B, you got to be willing to put in the work to get to B, or else you're going to be stuck at A. And so I posted something, keep repeating and staying in the same cycle. I'm telling you, for the new season, you cannot stay in the same cycle. You will not survive. And this is, you don't want to be the one still struggling financially. You want to get out of the rat race. And so, and just a quote for you today, much is given, much is required. So if you feel that God is elevating you, promoting you, I know we use those words, promotion and expanding and growing, and to do that is going to require a new you each step of the way. And if you refuse to let that new person out, or open yourself up to learning new things or learning new concepts or new strategies, you're going to be stuck. You're going to be in the same place that you are next year. So we're trying to get some things together. Like I said, as a community, how can we best serve you? And so there are some people that have problem saving money. Okay, so we have this very simple plan to save money, but after a while, you got to start investing. If you want your money to multiply fast. You got to invest it. So we're showing you strategies on buying in stocks, buying in real estate investing, building a new business. These are ways to multiply your money. And so we have classes, they're available. The other one is with great power comes great responsibility. You know, a lot of people don't want to take on responsibility. I understand that. I don't want to be responsible. Good morning, Tia. I was so glad to see you yesterday, and I do apologize for not saying goodbye. But I'm a morning person, so I was ready to come home and get relaxed, but I was so glad to see you. Thank you for coming out to our meetup. We got to do that more often. We were talking about that last night. Hey, Shalana, it was good seeing you yesterday as well. I look forward to meeting you and seeing you in Italy. She's going to Italy for 3 years. So yeah, just be open to when you're going to different levels. I'm sure, Shalana, when you go to Italy, it's going to require a new you when you go. And when you come back, you're not going to be the same person you are today. Sometimes people get stuck in their own local areas and don't expand out, don't travel, don't see the world, don't see different points of view. And so they have one way of thinking. But when you do travel and see different parts of the world, you get a different perspective. You get a worldwide vision versus a local vision, a tunnel vision. So that's what I wanted to motivate you today, to just really be prepared for and know that each phase of your life. Hi, Yolanda. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. And you're growing, Yolanda, in business. Yolanda used to work in one of my salons back in the day. Renee's Hair Weaving Studio, and Yolanda came in straight from cosmetology school, and she came in and now she owns her own business. I'm telling you, if you hang around me, you're going to own your own business. You're going to excel in stocks. You're going to excel in real estate investing. You're going to grow. As some of the Kingdom heirs have told you, I ignite business owners, leaders, influencers. If you have a vision or a plan in your life, you hang around me, you're going to grow. You're going to grow because my way of thinking, I'm a visionary. So I see the bigger picture. And so I help people get there. So thank you, Yolanda. I appreciate that. But each phase of your life, you're not the same person that walked into the salon years ago. And then what you're doing now required a different phase from you than it did back years ago. So be willing to grow, be willing to think outside the box, be willing to come out of your comfort zone. Because that's where I am too. I don't teach anything that I don't do myself. So every day I am coming out of my comfort zone. And so you guys have a great Sunday. I just wanted to come on here to motivate the leaders, the great leaders of today and tomorrow, and just prepare you that be prepared. You're going to change and grow each step of the way. But if you stay the same, you're going to get frustrated. You're going to get frustrated. People are going to pass you by, and it doesn't have to be that way. Just open yourself to adjust to the changes. And so goodbye for now.